Hey, Happy New Year, everyone, from a beautiful Texas winter day down here. I wanted to wish everyone a healthy and prosperous 2021 and say thank you again for the ongoing support for this experimental channel. There's been lots of really great suggestions as I've put videos out of what you guys might like to see. A lot of requests for more detailed walkthroughs of my process, which I'm trying to figure out sort of how to do moving forward on top of my normal workload. For today, though, I thought I would do something a little bit different and talk through my process while on site for doing something that comes up fairly often, which is creating multiple versions of the same image to show the flexibility of a design. It's very common in architecture and interior design for design teams to create spaces that can expand or contract depending on the user's needs. And it's really important for them to be able to show that, to showcase those elements of their design well. In the past, I have struggled with this a little bit because I might have tried to create two images while on site and had them have that same look, but often the white balance will change and the exposure levels will change. So what I found works really well is to essentially create the first image, which creates a base plate that you can then inset the information that's changing into a second version. So what I'll do is isolate the area that is going to be changing and treat that kind of as an image within the image. So then we don't have to worry about the rest of the scene multiple times. So right now we're standing in a lobby in a law firm in Austin, Texas, designed by the Perkins and Will team there. And we're looking down a corridor which separates a boardroom that's on the right and a series of meeting rooms on the left side. And these meeting rooms have movable partitions which can be collapsed to then create larger or smaller spaces depending on the need. So this is something that we encounter a lot when shooting spaces, is how design teams have created these flexible uses. So as I mentioned earlier, what I've found that works best is to isolate the area that is going to be divided into the two separate functions and treat that sort of as its own image, and then the rest of the image can act as a base for those two images, so we don't have to shoot these things multiple times. So when we're on site and we've determined the 2 or 3 different versions that we're going to do of a scene, we will then walk through and shoot the first one as if it were just one singular picture. And then for that second scene, we will change the space as desired, and then we'll go through and only light and capture what is isolated in this highlighted area here. This is really useful, and it creates a really quick turnaround in post-production, as you'll see, to create these 2 different versions that are really valuable to the client. So from here, we'll jump into my post-production, starting with Capture 1, where I do my raw conversion on my selected files, and then I will export those with a recipe I have created as TIFFs into Photoshop and run an action that auto-merges all open files and auto-aligns them just in case the tripod was bumped or something. And from there, we'll just do some exposure blending, color correction, and final retouching to get these final 2 outcomes. Hopefully that's useful to you guys. I think a lot of this probably seems obvious to most people, but I've found in the past that sometimes I really need to work through something or see someone else do something a different way for it to click in my head. And then moving forward, I can really strategize my shoots when I'm on set to make them as efficient as possible and to come up with the best results. you.